If you're a maintenance supervisor for a commercial property, you've had to deal with everything from leaky faucets to flickering light bulbs. But nothing's worse than that ancient boiler that's lived in the building since the day it was built, 50 years ago. It's enough to make anyone lose their cool. That's where Grainger comes in. With industrial-grade products and dependable fast delivery, Grainger can help with any challenge, from worn-out components to everyday necessities. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, what's going on? I am Mr. DRE, and I'm with my cohort, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Casanova himself. How many more names can I give him? Mr. B Mac. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Mr. DRE, man? Good to be back in the building, man. Good to be back on this microphone with you, man, talking that good talk. Looking forward to this day's episode, this show, man. Let's get it on the road, boy. I'm hyped.
Okay, man, listen. People have been buzzing about the last episode, talking about how they liked it.
Rightfully
and,
so.
They was really buzzing on that Moment of Truth joint, talking about many people didn't even know that show existed, man, which is crazy. They didn't know it existed. So I think we sent a lot of people back to the past, about 2008, 2009, seeing how silly but genius it was, you know what I mean? So
But that was crazy work, though.
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Crazy work.
For sure. But listen, man, you know how I do, man. Listen, in case you didn't know, I am definitely I'm a YouTube, Facebook. I'm a viral video dude, because I do work like I work, so I don't have a lot of time to see complete shows and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to look at viral clips. I found another viral clip, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I found another viral clip. And this comes from one of the podcasts I follow a lot. This comes from Club Shay Shay.
Shannon.
Yeah, old Shay. Yeah, Unc. You know who he is.
Yeah, man. Uncle Ocho.
And so, yeah, man,
Shout out to Uncle Ocho, by the way.
I told you about the last one. I'm not even gonna talk on this one. I'm gonna let this clip ride. Listen to this, man.
Tell me if I'm tripping or not. So me and my fiance, we are getting married, right? And to be a part of our wedding, you have to pay $450 for a ticket. And that's for each guest. So we invited friends and family to our wedding. Tell me why everybody that we invited has declined the invitation. We already have spent 100, maybe almost close to $200,000 on the wedding. We have already pre-ordered the cake. We already put down a deposit for the venue. We've already got the wedding dress. Everything. We pay for everything for the wedding. DJ, photographer, everything for the wedding. And what I don't understand is that y'all spend more money on stupid stuff, but you can't come out to support your family and your friends at the wedding. Like, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell it, is we wrong? We like, let me know. Let me.
Man, listen. Bruh, where do I begin?
Man, there is no beginning. There's only the end to that. And that's exactly what his family member did. Oh, yeah. 400?
450.
Oh.
450.
I thought he said 400.
No, 450 per.
To attend a wedding.
Man, what is the world going to? And you know what's crazy about this clip? Is this dude is actually, like, he mad. He like mad. Like,
there ain't nobody coming to
quote
unquote support.
Right. Support your wedding. He's like,
oh man.
He mad. I don't understand why I thought we were family. You can't even pay a little small 450. You know, the 10-mile wedding.
Yeah.
You talk to Beyonce, you see Beyonce show and all this other stuff. You can't pay $450 to support me.
When you put it like that though, when you put it like that, if you go drop $450 on a Beyonce concert, you know what I mean?
Bruh.
$1,000 on the Beyonce.
Bruh.
There's people out here paying $1,000 to take pictures with Chris Brown
Bruh.
these days.
Listen, he ain't Chris Brown. That's all I'm saying. he ain't Beyonce. First of all, I ain't paying $1,000 to see no Chris Brown. I ain't paying $1,000 to Beyonce. I ain't paying $1,000 to see nobody. I ain't trying to do that. But $450 to attend your wedding.
No, I have to kindly decline that offer too, man. I ain't paying $450 to go to nobody's wedding. Not to go watch nobody say I do.
Right.
Nah.
Now let me ask you, do you so if I pay for this wedding, I mean if I pay this ticket, you know, that I just got off of Ticketmaster to be at your
you
wedding.
Ain't going through Ticketmaster.
Man, you get $450, you going through Ticketmaster or box office or somebody. $450? Shoot. So let me ask you, if I'm paying $450 for this ticket, do I need to give you a gift?
No.
See, why not? This show, we supposed to be supporting, right?
Well, listen here. Hey, I can't afford the gift and the ticket to attend your wedding.
Man,
you're gonna have to choose one or the other. And honestly, no, I ain't going. I ain't doing that. I honestly, I think that's quite disrespectful for you to want me to pay to attend your wedding, especially when I got to go ahead. I got to spend money on this suit, getting my stuff together. I might have to take time off for work.
Got to take time off for work.
You know what I mean? Just to attend your wedding, but I got to pay for it just to go in there to say I see you said I do.
And here's the other thing I want to know. If I'm paying $450, do I get like VIP seat or
they must gonna have Gerald Levert in that month performing or something?
I know something. I know one thing. I ain't sitting in the back.
Yeah, Gerald Levert did. They got somebody in there performing.
Hey,
man.
They got that 3D version of something, man.
To pay for
and I better not be in the back. And what we eating?
Who?
That's all I want to know. What we eating? $450?
Roof Chris?
It must be some Roof Chris.
They must be catering.
Got to be something. I don't want to see grandmama macaroni and cheese.
I don't want to see no Publix chicken boxes.
Okay, I better not see no Publix chicken boxes.
And no daily baked beans and daily potato salad.
You know, dressed up potato salad like the worst.
Right out of there, that potato salad came right out the deli.
Okay, yeah, I sweated all over. You know, trying to make this potato salad for y'all. No, good and doggone well. That's from Publix. You added a couple eggs and a bell pepper. Come on.
That's it. Hey, boy, they don't knock it down. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, look, I can't do it, man.
No $450 for it though. You got I can't.
Shoot, man.
To answer buddy question, man. Listen, buddy, you're wrong, man.
So wrong.
You shouldn't charge your people that, man, for a special day like that. Now, granted, if you spending a little bit too much money on this wedding, you might need to reconsider how much you're spending on that wedding for you to have to charge your people that you say that you love, that you actually want to be there.
Exactly.
$450 to attend.
And then he ain't did no specials. You know, he said $450 per person. So, you know, a family of 5, we ain't got no special to where it's like buy 2 tickets, get 1 free or something like that, or, you know, anything like that. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what in the world is going on. That's all I'm saying.
I just got one question. One question for old boy.
What is that?
You charging $450 for them kids to get in there too?
Hey.
Them kids got to drop $450 to get in the wedding?
Man, hey.
Or better yet, do the people who actually got to partaking in the wedding, do they got to pay?
I mean, hey.
So do I got to pay you $400 just to partake in your wedding?
He was specific. I mean, whose special day this is, man? I mean, this sounds like a real big bill, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man, too big for me to want to go pay.
For sure. But anyway, listen, so we got so much to get into, man, with this show, and so we got one, man. We gonna do some things. But coming up next, we're gonna talk about what did she really mean when she said that?
Who ever knows?
I don't know. I don't know, but we gonna find out. All right, man. So listen, I pose this question to you. What did she really mean when she said? Because listen, okay, I've been married, man, for 15 years, and I have figured out that a lot of times what I thought she meant wasn't what she really meant. You know, so that's why I named this segment "What She Really Meant When She Said." For instance, I'm gonna start this off first, you know, and hopefully I don't get my marriage in trouble. Okay, but hopefully I don't get in trouble. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, man.
But so, all right, so like, you know, when she says to me, yeah, can you put the food up for me? And I'm like, okay, I got you. You know, I put the food up. You know, I'm thinking I'm being a good husband and everything, you know, doing right by my queen. So, you know, I get the food and I put it up, you know, because that's what she said.
Pot and all.
Bruh, you understand, right? Pot and all, you know, she just said put up the food. So I put up the food, you know. So it's like, you know, we eating spaghetti and stuff or whatever. You know, she's like, put up the food. I said, okay. So I get the pot of, you know, spaghetti sauce. And then, you know, we got the little strainer with the noodles in it and everything else. I put that in the refrigerator. Then when I get up in the morning, or, you know, she calls me later on. She's like, you know, I thought I told you to put up the food. And I'm like,
I didn't?
Okay. Yeah, you know, I'm puzzled. Like, okay, what you mean? Like, the food wasn't in the refrigerator? Yeah, babe, the food was in the refrigerator, but you didn't see no bowls to put everything in, you know? So I'm like, well, you ain't say that, though.
She ate the way she wanted you to put it in there. You didn't do it.
Right.
So in her eyes, it wasn't done.
Oh, right. So that's what I'm saying. So the question is what did she mean when she said, you know, whatever?
Man, that's you have a better chance of asking Mr. Owl how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Hey, I love that commercial though. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. That's childhood, but that's remember the day back then, boy. But yeah.
You have a better chance of asking Mr. Owl exactly how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop before you figure out what did she really mean when she said. Because there's been times where I'm trying not to get myself in no trouble. There's been times where I've been in situations to where, hey man, things were said, and I took it a certain way, you know, and I have a tendency of, you know, of laughing. I love laughter.
Right. As I do, you know.
So, and my laughter get taken for a lot of different stuff. So there's been times where a young lady was telling me about a particular, let's say, a serious time in her life.
Right.
Now she asked me, to be me. She wanted me to be open. She wanted me to express who I really was. But I guess at this particular time or this particular story she was telling me, I decided to laugh. So she got extremely upset with me. Extremely upset with me. It's safe to say that, we ain't never speak again after that.
Right.
But I'm confused because she really wanted me to be.
That's what she asked, right? She said, be yourself.
Be yourself. I love to laugh. So I guess being me really wasn't what she really wanted me to be.
Right. It's so confusing, man. It's like, okay, you tell me one thing and then you want me to do another thing, and you know, I'm thinking I'm good, and then all of a sudden I'm in the doghouse, and you know, I think I might, you know, get blessed tonight, and I don't get blessed tonight because I've done made the wrong move or said. man, I'm just confused a lot of times, man.
The perfect word for that is contradiction. Women is the biggest contradiction. The biggest walking contradiction. Women would say one thing and mean another.
Yeah.
Do one thing and say another.
Well, I mean, I just need some clarification. You know, it's kind of like I met this dude that was talking about. He said, you know, he he was talking about don't ever get a woman to the okay moment. It's like, you know, when they say okay and smile,
or just okay and nothing else behind it.
Yeah, they just say okay and smile. He said, man, look out, because they coming for your tail. They look like they happy. They look like everything's good. You know, you think you done said something.
Playing possum.
Man, listen, better than the roadkill, boy. Playing possum hard. You think you done did something, and all of a sudden, when they break off in you, boy, oh, Lord. That okay, boy, ain't nothing to play with, man.
They say, boy, there's no wrath like a woman's wrath.
Man, and that is so true. Man, you see this cut right here, bro? I got a cut here. That came from an okay moment.
Oh,
that's
man.
what I'm saying. It came from an okay moment.
Stay away from the okay moment.
For sure. But man, we got some more to get into, man. Let's get into trending news in just a minute. We'll be right back. All right, man, we back, man. So got some news to get into, but man, I will ask you a question, man.
What's going on? Talk to me.
You know, I'm not normally a big conspiracy guy, but I just feel like so hear me out. Do you think there's a conspiracy against fat people?
Against fat people?
Against fat people, because and let me tell you why. Because I'm looking at the prices of this food now, bruh. And man, this food is out of control, man. I went grocery shopping not too long ago, and I planned to get something, right? But everything I was looking at, I was like, I was having a moment, bro. Like, it was really bothering me that I'm about to pay this money for this food.
Hey, I don't need to feel. Only feeling you need to feel paying the bread for that food is if you got it to pay it. Because hey, the prices on food right now,
it's crazy.
Crazy.
Man, listen, I literally was in the store for 45 minutes, had my basket and everything, and walked out with absolutely nothing because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I felt like I was making a decision between, you know, food and then gas, or food and the mortgage. Then I'm thinking, well, you know, now I'm starting to have these, you know, fat people problems because I'm having these questions in my mind. Okay, do I really need this right here? I mean, I don't really need this right here.
Hey, you going into, I'm gonna tell you right now, you going into the grocery store with the wrong frame of mind, boy. You should be going there with something already ain't gonna get paid.
Man, I can't do it, bro. I'm like, yo, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, I've actually sat down for a minute and thought, how much money am I really spending, you know, on this food, bro? Because it's like, you know, working as hard as I work, I feel like I should have more money than I got. But then when I look at my bank account, I ain't got the money I feel like I'm supposed to have. But wait. So, you know, you can go and look in your checking account. You know, you see all your transactions. So I'm saying like McDonald's. I'm seeing Krispy Kreme. I'm seeing Zaxby's. I'm seeing Nick's. I'm seeing all these restaurants, and then I see a bill here and there, and you know, gas right here and everything. But a lot of my money goes towards
food,
bro.
Yeah. That's if there was, I'm pretty sure there is a study. I don't know the name of that study, but I'm pretty sure there's a study out there that would show that. I mean, if I had to guess, over 80% of Americans spend like 75% of their income on food,
bruh.
At least.
I need a second job for my addiction is what we getting at.
Hey, Unless you're gonna stand on the court and beg for it.
Nah, bro, you ain't about to get me for some snacks, bro. We ain't about to do that.
Cause snacks gonna cost you about $20.
Hey, remember when Lil Debbie? We gonna get into news in a minute, but you remember when Lil Debbie oatmeal pies used to be 25 cents? Not, but see, you feel me, right? Now them joints what, like $1.50,
$1.25, something like that
for oatmeal pie. Bro, you know what I used to do with man? I used to wreck it with $5, bro. Like I got snacks for a week.
I ain't even need $5. To get snacks like that back in the day, and not the Candy Lady, because my snacks consist of them 25-cent 9-laters. You feel? Or not actually. At the time, she gave us like 3 25-cent packs of 9-laters. You can get a Snicker for 50 cents.
For 50 cents. 50 yeah. Cent. Well, yeah.
She sell her Snickers for 50 cents. Pickled eggs for 75.
Right.
Hot sausage for 80.
Bro, you remember the neighborhood? So that was like the neighborhood store? Yeah,
Miss
man.
Ivera.
Hey, shout out to the neighborhood stores, boy. They used to make more money than the drug dealer, boy.
Hey, before they known what drug dealing was, there was the Candy Lady.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Shout out to the Candy Lady, the Candy Man. We ain't talking about the movie neither. But anyway, look, we gonna get into the news, man. So, man, listen, we got I saw something on YouTube, man. YouTube that spot for a lot of news, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even front.
They got what you're looking for.
They got what you're looking for. So apparently, Jamie Foxx has now, potentially, I will say potentially, because everything on Google ain't true, but I believe this one because of the source it came from. Jamie Foxx has pointed the finger at P. Diddy as to why he was sick last year. Now, I did listen to a couple clips, because you got people who they comment on the clip itself, or they try to come up with their own reasoning. But apparently, they used to throw parties together.
Mm-hmm.
We've been hearing about the Diddy parties,
Yeah.
With
Jamie will tell you himself, but he liked the party.
Yeah, but I don't think he was in what
that kind of party.
So they fell out, right? And so he's saying that he drank something that P. Diddy had, and all of a sudden, his health started declining. He went through that whole health scare.
Yeah, I'm about to say that wasn't not too long ago, man.
Right,
all of a sudden, next thing you know, this man
and everybody had to close him out.
Pray for Jamie.
Yeah,
what happened with Jamie? I thought he was in the middle of shooting a Netflix movie.
Yeah,
or something
and when you close to death, YouTube will go ahead and kill you. Because I started seeing R.I.P. Jamie and R.I.P. this and R.I.P. And I'm like, wait a minute, did he really pass, or what's going on?
Already had that man written off.
Man, already had him written off. And so apparently this is something I think I heard it's going to be coming up on a Netflix special or some special he's doing.
Yeah, like I said, if I'm not mistaken, he's been making a lot of new Netflix movies.
Yeah, man.
And that was, speaking of, it was in the midst of that whole little health scare, whatever the case may be, is when I noticed that I'm like, dang, Jamie Foxx got some quite a few Netflix movies out there.
Oh yeah, he was actually doing a movie, and if I remember correctly, they actually got a double to finish it up because they didn't want to wait on him.
But I was like, man, how this man sick and still making movies?
Man,
this man supposedly, quote unquote, be on his deathbed.
Yeah,
and he out here making movies.
But yeah,
that's wild though. Now, I mean, if Diddy out here
poisoning
people like that.
All I'm saying is we was scared of Suge Knight. Looked like Diddy was the one. He that boy.
We was just scared of the wrong one.
We was scared of we was looking at the wrong brother. Like this dude, there's the audio.
Diabolical.
Apparently the audio with him and Meek Mill. Please, if you have not listened to that, don't listen to it. It will wreck your life. You will have nightmares. You don't want to hear it. But shoot, Diddy picking up bodies, bro.
But man,
they talk about him. And he killed his wife, and he's beating up Cassie. Then he went.
There's footage of that though. There's footage.
Yeah,
of that.
but you heard he tried to blow up the friend Cassie's friend car? They ain't tried. He blew it up.
No.
Bro, there's so much out there, man. Boy.
Hey, boy. Hey, so Diddy out here being a whole villain out here.
A whole villain, boy. Man, Suge Knight, man, we sorry, man. We thought you was the bad guy, but apparently, boy, Diddy out here just showing out. Except he ain't gonna run up on you, but he might run up. Well, anyway,
he might not do it. Somebody else.
Right. That's all I'm saying. But it's crazy, man. What else is going on? Oh, so did you hear about? Now this is a kind of it's a crazy but sad story. So, and I wish I had all the info in front of me, but I just kept seeing this story wherever I went, whatever site I went to. Did you hear about the guy in North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Yeah. So apparently, this guy had just gotten married, and he left his wedding to get something. I can't remember. Man, I wish I had the story up. But he went to get something, and then a guy ran up on him, said he cut him off, while they was on the road, And so in an act of road rage, the guy shot him and killed him. Right after this dude said, "I do." So his
crazy work.
Man, I'm telling you. So his wife had their wedding and about to have a funeral within a week? Which is crazy, man. That's crazy. Like how mad you got to be to shoot a man, because you say he cut you.
I got a close friend, bro. He's real, and my friend is really, really bad at allowing others to get him upset on the road, and it's like.
But is he pulling out a pistol though?
No.
Okay,
no, it's not that. But my thing is, he could be the guy,
right?
The other guy. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
By just, road raging. I people today just don't need a reason to kill nobody these days. It don't seem like.
Right.
So give them a reason to do so, because I don't like the way someone drive,
right?
Or miss like us. Like I was trying to tell, man, a lot of times, bro, especially when it come down to road raging, most of the time, bro, people don't even see you.
Exactly.
They ain't noticed that you was there.
Bro, I wasn't even paying. Like they act like it's on
purpose
or something.
I saw you there intentionally, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna cut this person off.
Oh yeah, you trying me as a man? Nah, ain't nobody trying you, man. Dog, I'm in a rush. I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to get to, and this man was just trying to get to the woman he just said I do to.
That boy was trying to get to that butt.
Man, he was trying to get to something, man. But it's like, yo, like, how you gonna gun them down while he was trying to get that? And then like so if I remember correctly, he pulled up and he was like, "You cut me off," and the guy he didn't argue with him. He was like, "I'm sorry," or whatever. Dude still shot. You know what I mean? So it's like
it must have been a hit, but it must have more going on than that road rage.
Man, whoever he is, man, I ain't whatever he get, bro. I ain't got no remorse. No remorse at all.
Yeah, no. It's never road rage should never get to that,
right?
To that degree. And the crazy thing about it, man, when we went on the cruise back in July, I thought, we as Americans drive crazy, bruh. It was Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Jamaica.
They flying through there?
Man, listen. Traffic laws, little to none. People driving upside the wrong side of the road. But I'm saying all of this to say, you won't believe there was not one road rage incident.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
It's like they drive. That's how they drive out there. They drive very, very.
They get going. Yeah.
They move, but like they make very, very tight maneuvers. In Jamaica, like that's normal for them. Being very close, cars being very close while driving.
Right.
It's very normal for them. Not over here in America.
Right.
You on my tail, or you too close to mine. I'm like
you feeling some type of way.
And for the life of me, I don't understand it.
Man, and I just say it's like I haven't been overseas like that, but from what I understand from people I talk to who have been overseas, like you said, there's little to no rules. People drive as fast as they want to, and they handle it.
Bro, legal U-turns.
Well, listen,
it don't matter.
But it don't be a lot of accidents, and we don't hear things like this,
Yeah, it's great. Like you ain't hear nobody hand on the horn.
Right.
None of that. And it's like, if you will even think about driving like how they drive over there here,
it'd be a problem.
Huge problem.
Right.
Huge problem. Like there will be a great chance you'll wind up like old boy in North Carolina. Man, sadly to say. And rest in peace and condolences to the family.
RIP, well. Man. That's a sad situation, man. Yeah, I would, and I'm sure we're gonna hear more about it, because man. So we're hearing the story of how he lost his life, but we don't hear the story of how he met his wife. We don't hear the story of the courtship. None of that stuff. It could be like a straight fairy tale movie that has like a tragic ending, man. So man, RIP to that dude, and like I said, I have
definitely condolences to the family as well.
I don't have no love for that guy who shot him over being cut off, man.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
And for all you other road rage lovers out there, man, just take a second to think, man. 9 times out of 10, them people ain't even thinking about you.
Right.
Person that cut you off, they ain't stop flattering yourself.
Right. You are not that important.
You're not that important for people to just want to cut off and want to make you so angry.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just take a step back, bro, man. If anything, just choose to look at it differently.
Exactly.
Just choose to look at it differently. This person ain't seen me. They might be trying to get someone, just like we might try to get back to his wife.
Exactly.
Might be trying to get to the hospital, to see his child to be born.
You never know.
You just don't know.
But now I bet you he's been the person that cuts. I bet the person who cut him off has been a person that cut someone off.
Of course.
And I'm sure he wasn't like, he had that thing of, man, I was just trying to get to where I gotta get to, but we don't think about the other side.
No, it's all that. People take driving so personally.
Right. It's
so
crazy.
Personally. Oh, you cut me off.
Right.
How dare you do that to me? Oh, you trying to go? But there's been times where, like, I'm literally just trying to change lanes. I have the person I'm getting from behind to speed up, like I'm trying to get around them or something. Like, bro, I'm just changing lanes. Bro. I just want to get from my out this lane. I got to get off the interstate and a few more exits. Bro.
They speed up, or
because they think I'm trying to shoot around them and get in front of them. I ain't in that much of a rush, bro. I ain't in a rush.
But even if I was, look, we got some more news to get into. But even if I was trying to get past you, why you care so much? You know what I mean? Like, you still, like, I've literally had, man, listen, I've had people, I pass them, and then they speed up to pass me
back. Yeah,
only to slow down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what was the point? Or
to make you drive how they want you to drive.
It's crazy, man. I mean, people are so entitled,
they
man.
You want to drive fast? Okay, let me get in front of you and make you drive slow.
Right. I just don't get it. But look, we got we're not gonna get into all these news stories, but I will mention this one. Have you had a problem? Do you use Cash App?
I do.
You do? Okay, so Cash App apparently had a data breach where they were hacked, and like, who hasn't had a data breach right about now?
It's a lot of. I'm pretty sure your bank done had a data breach.
Yeah. But so anyway, Cash App had a data breach, and some people's information was stolen, and so now there's a settlement that has been completed. It's $15 million. Yeah. So if you are a person who had Cash App and had your information stolen, then you are entitled to part of that settlement. It's $15 million, and they're talking about the payouts being like $2,500 a piece. So for those who's been a victim of that data breach
fraud,
that fraud, that data breach, man, reach out to Cash App. You got to, I believe it said November 18th. I believe it's in November, and I'm pretty sure it's November 18th. Check it out. Go ahead and get your money, man. Go and get your money. You don't went through enough pain. You might as well get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into the main subject, man, the main event, why we are here today. And I think we got a good one, man.
It's going to be a great one.
It's a great one. I'm going to go ahead and give you the subject. So the subject is this. Is being a good man enough? We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it.
But I got a lot to say about
that. We gonna talk about it. But we'll be right back, man. Stay tuned. So we are here with the topic of the hour. But before we get into that, man, we was talking on last week. I got a lot of feedback on the topic last week. They were talking, where we talked about is it wrong or how did we word it? Do you have a problem with the woman being the breadwinner?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with the woman being the breadwinner?
And how it affects the relationship?
Yeah, so we got a lot of feedback on that, and I personally got a lot of feedback on that. And man, I tell you, what I was hearing made me go out a little bit, So I,
Talk to me, what you heard?
Yeah, so I didn't tell you. So I went out for a little bit and just went to different spots. I went to like the grocery stores and a couple retail stores, gas stations, things of that nature, right? And so I asked women that I met, and I asked them, do you have a problem? How did I word it? I said, I believe I put it like this. Could you date or marry a man who makes less money than you, right? And so then I asked the men, do you have a problem with the woman being the breadwinner? So you think you know what they said?
If they was telling the truth.
Oh, they told the truth.
If they was telling the truth.
You say you want the truth.
Woman ain't dating no man that ain't making at least the same amount of money she make. That's something that a man would do. I mean, us as men, we do. We would take a woman who doesn't make as much money and put them in a situation that could, if a man is capable of doing so. But it's rarely, not saying it's never, but it's rarely the other way around, where women are would date or consider being with a man who is less financially stable than they are.
So let me tell you how it went down. So I asked a few women, more than two. I asked them, I said, do you have a problem dating a man that makes less money than you? And there were, and I did look at the age groups as well. So I marked down the age groups, 20s, 30s, 40 and above. Here's what I found out. Women in their 20s didn't have a problem with them making more money than their man. Women in their 30s were more like, no, my man needs to make more money than me. That's a red flag. And I had a couple of them say, well, I can date a man that makes less money than me, but I can't marry one, which was crazy to me. And then women in their 40s and above, they were at the point, they had the their thought process was like the 20-year-olds. I'm fine with a man that doesn't make as much as I do.
Mm-hmm.
So what I gathered, and just the conversation we had, because I didn't just leave it at that. I would ask why and everything else. So a lot of the times with the 20-year-old, they're like, no, we're gonna build this together. You know, we got a future together. We're gonna build this together, which is commendable. I like that train of thought.
Yeah.
But the women in their 30s, they were like, they had this thing where, particularly two of them that I talked to, they were like, well, you know, I got my career, you know, and I'm doing all this, and you know, he's not doing anything, or he's not doing as much as I am. You know, I'm gonna need him to step up.
Yeah.
The women in their 40s and above, they were like, they looked at other avenues like we were talking about. Well, I need him to know how to treat me.
Yeah.
You know, if he knows how to treat me, then, you know, I can work
supplement
with
for him not being
right.
stable.
And you know, if he knows how to do other things, you know, maybe he don't bring home the maybe he don't bring home.
You ain't got no money. Make sure you know how to do other things.
There's somebody, you know, he good with his hands, you know, he can fix things right out, bro. You know, we can work on the money part. You know, if you know how to take care of business, you know.
Yeah, because it's
take it how you want it. Take it how you want it.
It's been shown, boy. Women don't care. Some women ain't really don't care if you broke. If you know how to do some things.
Oh, but anyway, so that was like last week, man, and it was interesting. I actually thought I would hear more from the 40 and above. I thought I would hear more of them sounding like the 30-year-olds sound, but the 30-year-old was like, I guess they're like, well, I'm in this mode where I'm trying to start a family, and you know, my biological clock is ticking. And, you know, I just need to make sure that he can support me all the way. And, you know, with the 40-year-old, like, you know, I guess they take that to, I done been through this. You know what I mean?
But you hitting it right on the head, Paul.
Ah, man.
It's like, it makes sense when you think about those age groups.
It do, right?
You think about the time, like the life, the parts of life that those age groups be in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like 20, of course. I mean, you young, you naive, you probably just now found your love first. Genuine love to where like you will want to build with that person. You will tolerate him not being financially in a place,
right,
and things of that sort. It's not to where that guy end up not being the guy showing you that, okay, you know what, I might need a guy need to be a little bit more financially in a better place.
Right.
I mean, may have been, you know, grown and mature mentally,
right,
and things of that sort. They usually don't hit that age till when they roundabout, again, like in their 30s. That's why you probably found more in their 30s that was like, well, nah, I done tried to do the building. I done tried the whole little,
I need him to be ready.
Like, nah, I ain't that whole little building, man, growing with a man. And I mean, that's over with at roundabout at that range. Right. At that point, they're still really trying to figure a lot of the relationship aspect out. You know, when they get to their 40s, it's like, well, I done did that. I done seen that. And 9 times out of 10, most women now are out earning most men. So around about that age. Well, the number is increasing.
Well, I think it's more so, like I said, I think it's more that, you know, because we was talking on last week, and we're going to get into this main subject on today. I don't know why I got real deep just now. Sounded like we about to do R&B. Quiet storm. Doing Quiet Storm over here, but stay tuned for a minute. But so... But so though, like we were saying, like we was talking about on last week, we were highlighting how you can't. It's not fair that a woman just look at your pocket, but you should look at the whole package. Providing. So right, so I feel like women who are in their 40s might have already experienced a man who got money, who can do all the providing, but they treat them like, they second rate. They don't know how to love them. They don't know how to treat them. They don't know how to pay attention to them. And
like I said last week, men, we was taught how to treat women, not what to expect from them. Women was taught what to expect from men, not how to treat them.
Yeah, so it was definitely it was an eye opener for me, because I really was not expecting that answer. And I will tell you this, for the men I talked to, every man, and I'm talking from ages 19 to, I think the oldest age was like 65 or something like that. Every man said they did not have a problem with a woman making more money than them.
No, we don't.
And it was shocking to me on this front. I expected the older men to kind of fight against it a little bit, only because they from the old school. You see what I'm saying? Like, they from, like, I consider, I was raised, I'm an 80s baby. I was raised kind of old school. But men who are older than me, I expect them to fight it just a little bit, because now you're going back even further than that, where it's like, no, I'm the man. I take care of everything. I take care of the bills. I do, and ain't no woman going to outshine me. No, every man I talked to didn't have a problem with it. The only caveat that some of them did say was, I just hope she don't disrespect me.
That's the
thing.
That's the biggest.
That's the biggest. But to hear me, so it's not like we the only ones that think like that. Yeah. But there are other men out there that are saying,
I would say most.
Yeah.
I would argue most.
I
Maybe
just
not
hope
all,
they don't use that to
most.
disrespect me or treat me less than. So anyway, that's what was going on last week. So let us know your opinions on it. You can still let us know. But so we're gonna get into this topic on today. We are going to ask the question. And I have a this kind of tender subject for me. So
get your tissue.
No, I'm good, man. Excuse me. Is being a good man good enough? B Mac, take it away, man.
Man, all right. Gladly. In my opinion, and since my opinion was asked for, I'm gonna share it. I would say no, in my opinion. And the only reason why I'm saying no is based off some personal experience. And a lot of, friends' experience and other people's experiences. And also what I see. What I see out here, and I try not to use social media because that's a fake place. It's not real. But I would say no. What's being portrayed out today is that being just a good stand-up guy is not enough. Because if a good guy does not come with the things that women won't tell you that they want from the beginning, like they want you to figure out, like the stuff they just want you to be a mind reader on. Like, how I'm supposed to know. You really into certain things when you're portraying yourself to be another.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, like, people are usually, when they first meet somebody, trying to get you to see, their best side. Their best side of them. So that's really not necessarily the true side. It's just their best side. But again, just trying to say, you being a good guy, if it doesn't consist of crossing off all the X's on her list, it's not gonna be enough. There's clips out here right now. Hey, matter of fact, a young lady said it out of her mouth. Like, being a good man just isn't enough.
Okay, so if being a good man isn't enough, then help me and see. Maybe this is why
this generation is messed about it. But
well,
generation is in a bad spot, bro.
So what if a good man is not good enough? So what are we to expect? I mean, how? So how do we make this work? I guess is where I'm at with it.
Great question, bro.
So
that's a question. That's really a question that would be very, very difficult to answer. Because, just for the simple fact that it's going to start with a woman's truth. I mean, being very, very clear of what it is exactly it is that they want. Instead of saying, "Oh, I just want a good man." Well, what is a good man to you?
Right.
What does what are the qualities of a good man for you? For you. Now, granted, a good man for one person may not be a good man for another person. I mean, when you're talking about, from a women's standpoint anyway. But most women now these days want you to be way more than just, a provider, an honest person, and things of that sort. They also want you to be a part-time drug dealer. They also want you to be a businessman of a Fortune 500 company. They want you to be a personal trainer with a six-pack and 0% body fat, drive a Rolls Royce, and make hundreds of millions of dollars every second of the day. And that man just don't exist.
Hey, let me cut across you real quick. Listen, it's a question that he asked, and I would love to hear a woman's point of view. Like, what is a good man? Email us immediately. Tell us what a good man is.
Please let me know.
But so can I tell you how I feel about the question, man?
I will.
So listen. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna answer the question. So here's what I feel about it. Is being a good man enough? I'm going to say yes. But here's the caveat I'm going to use with that. Being a good man is good enough as long as you got a good woman.
Okay.
That's why I'm at with it.
Okay.
Because I can be the best man in the world, but if you got issues, and when I say issues, ladies, I'm not talking about you talking loud. I ain't talking about physical issues you can see per se, or what people might say, oh, that girl crazy. But I'm talking more like, if you got daddy issues, if you got issues from your past, if you're allowing your past to bleed into your present, then it's not going to matter how good of a man I am. It's never going to satisfy you.
You won't be enough.
It won't be enough. So I can be the man, that provides for you. I can be the man that'll get another job for you. I can be the man that cares about you. I can be the man that is really intimate with you. We have intimacy. I see you. I feel you. I understand you. I can be all of those things. But if you got some issues that I don't know about, or issues I may have known about and I thought you was over it already, then it's going to be a problem for me. I'm not going to be able to get you out of that situation or bring you out of that situation. One of the biggest lies, I won't say craziest, one of the biggest lies that is going today is I can be good enough to bring you out of that situation, or I can love you enough to where.
Yeah, I'll disagree with that.
You'll disagree with that?
I disagree with that.
Okay, tell me.
I mean, if a person don't want it for themselves, but I don't care how much I love you.
Right. That's what I'm getting to. I thought you was talking about you was disagreeing with the lie that's being told.
No. I'm saying I was disagree with.
I got you. But so
no,
yeah,
I'm not
it's like
disagreeing with that, bro. I was just
it's
disagreeing
like
with.
there is nothing I can do.
Nothing at all.
As a man, as your boyfriend, as your husband, there is nothing I can do to fix you. If we want to make it like that, fix you. I can't fix you. I can't. I mean, you might say, well, love me through it. Well, how long is going to be through it? How long we going to be in this, it's almost like quicksand. If you don't get you straight, what can I do?
Absolutely,
there's nothing
positively nothing but suffer along with it.
So now I got to go through misery or go through all this pain with you, and we both miserable. You know what I mean? So it's like I believe being a good man is enough. Now, I will say it would be good if, like you said, women can identify what they need in a man, but be honest with it.
Yeah, what they deem as being a good man.
Yeah, be honest with what you need.
Yeah,
really be honest with what you need.
Because a lot of y'all say the stuff. Now, I mean, oh well, long as he's honest and he's caring and he's willing to communicate,
right,
and things of that sort. But here this guy comes, but he ain't 6 foot. He ain't got the cash. He ain't got the swag.
Man,
those be the guys you ignore.
Okay.
The guy that just came up to you just because he wanted to tell you was beautiful today. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that be the guy. And I mean, hey, I just want to buy you lunch or whatever the case may be, or no, I want to take you out. Like, but he may not, like I say again, he may not be in the fancy car. He may not have the fancy clothes. Matter of fact, the biggest thing that a lot of y'all women ain't gonna like, he might be short.
He might be.
He might be short. A lot of y'all women turn down the man because he's short. It ain't got nothing to do with a lot of good men are disqualified before a woman find out even if he's a good man.
Right. Yo, have you seen? I ain't mean to cut across you, but have you seen the gold digger challenge that be on YouTube all the time?
Yeah, I see that.
So it's like they're looking at the guy. The guy come up to him, real sweet, real humble, and be real genuine. Yo, I would like to really meet you, get to know you, and can I take you out sometime? And most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, the woman be like, I ain't got time for you. No, I'm busy right now.
I got a boyfriend,
whatever. And then the moment he hit the beep on that car, and they see what kind of car he's driving, now all of a sudden, oh, what's going on? Did you tapping on the window. So what's your name? I'm sorry, I thought I was busy, but I got a little bit of time now. And the guy's like, well, you just told me you ain't got no time for me. That's what it is. It's like when you say most men are disqualified, a lot of men are disqualified because they don't fit what you deem as important. What's important to you is, at the moment, is having the car, the fancy car, looking like you have money. And I do express looking like you have money, because most dudes who got money, I mean, I'm talking about real money, they not sitting there trying to get the most expensive stuff.
Yeah,
that's why they got money.
Yeah, they ain't.
You feel me?
Using a lot of their resources to try to look rich.
Right. And one of the greatest lessons I learned, with I knew this millionaire. He wasn't no one millionaire. He's pretty up there. If you were to look at him, you would never know it.
I'm sure.
Because all he would wear is khakis and a shirt.
That's how I would know.
And because you get to the game.
You wear khakis and a collared shirt and that bitch.
Not even collared. It's just
with a brown belt and some Sperry's on. Boy, you got bread.
But no, I'm telling you, he literally had just on some khakis, a shirt you would get from Walmart. He didn't drive no crazy car. He had like a Cadillac, you know, and it wasn't a new model Cadillac, you know what I mean? But the man had bread. And so my point in saying this is a lot of women, I won't say a lot, some women look at
most of them.
Well, you know, women,
some women,
I say
most most women,
some women look at, you know, the ride, you know, the suit, or, you know, all the clothes, and think, okay, well, that's the one, you know. And it's just, it messes it up for the good man who's sitting there being financially responsible, making sure he don't invest too much right now because he's waiting on his queen. But sometimes the woman he thought was the queen ain't paying him no attention, because she's like, well, you don't look like no king. How do you know? You won't let the man talk to you. You won't give him the time of day. I'm just saying.
A lot of men are disqualified before they say hello.
Yeah.
If that is to be true, if most men are disqualified before they say hello, that means even if most men are good, and I'm not saying most men are, because
let's clarify that, because you know there's a woman right now. So y'all don't think y'all have any problems? Y'all dirty too. Y'all some dogs too. No, we not saying that. We know there's some trifling men out there,
and I do know there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
You gonna run?
We ain't gonna say some. We gonna say a lot on both of them.
There's a lot of guys out here that just ain't on their grind. They ain't on their business. They just. I mean, they not. I mean, sad fact, but you know, it's true. But still, when it comes down to being disqualified before saying hello, rather if that man is good or bad, or that woman will never know.
They'll never know.
You being a good man by default, you ain't enough.
Well, yeah.
If you are disqualified before you say hello, and you just so happen to be a good man,
so basically what you're telling me is you need to be a good man with a bad boy image,
in a bad boy car. Put it like this: be Mike Lowry.
Be who?
Mike Lowry.
Who is that?
Boy, you all know who Mike Lowry is?
Man, listen, I work all the time.
Bad Boys, Mike Lowry.
Everybody
wanna be like Mike.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, real.
You got to be Mike Lowry out here. Come on, man. Oh, should I say Alex Hitchens?
I got you. I feel you. But it's man. So it's being a good man enough.
It's you got to be. I just feel like you say. I'm gonna take a little bit off what you said. If you are a good man for the right woman,
right?
The woman is more important for the woman to know that you're a good man,
right?
Than you just calling yourself a good man,
right?
So, I mean, if that woman sees you and deems you as a good man, then all right, cool.
Right.
I feel like you got you somebody, and I mean, you can be a good man for. But hey, there's a lot of women out here put on that act. I mean, just to get the perks of being with a good man.
Yeah.
And don't really love you like that, but love what you come with.
Yeah. And here's the issue, and I know we gotta wrap this up in a minute. But here's the issue a lot of times, and maybe we'll pick this up on another time with another subject. But so you got a good man who is really looking for that one good woman, right? And so he finds this woman who he think sees him for him, right? So now you get this good woman, quote unquote good woman, and she ends up not being the woman who you thought she was. She was superficial. She wasn't honest about what she wanted, what she quote unquote needed in a man.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden,
the whole front stage I had mentioned earlier.
Right, got the whole front stage. And so now this good man gets dogged out.
Yeah.
And then he turns into the bad boy.
Oh yeah.
And then the bad boy is getting all the
I'm about to say he'll have endless women at that point.
Endless women. And so then you say, well, it's almost like you need a project, to do. I can. He got potential, and I think I can change him, and but no, he was good before he got messed up by, this woman, and so now he turns into this dog, and so it's just. It's kind of like the Lion King. It's the circle of life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's the circle of life. I was a good man. I got messed up by a woman who I thought was good, and so now she has turned me against women, or has made me look at women differently, and so now I don't cherish them like I used to. I don't treat them like I used to, and society, the world, loses another good man.
And with that being said,
thank you. Good night. No, that sounds like some Da Vinci Code stuff, man. What? Hey,
and with that,
put that on tape. What?
And with that being said, that kind of goes to what I had. I had text you the other day when we was at work. Now I mean about a particular topic. That we'll probably go into on a future show.
Right.
Who hurts more in a relationship, in a bad breakup in a relationship?
Shoot, boy.
Men or women? See that it kind of branch off what you're saying. Now when you talking about a good man that loved the woman and got dogged out,
yeah, what I mean,
boy, that hurt right there.
Well, listen. I'm trying to tell
compared to, but we like
they ain't
again,
gonna understand. We ain't gonna touch it right now.
We ain't gonna do it right now.
No, you're gonna have to tune in some more to Grown and Throw It Off to get that one. But yeah.
But make sure you tune in to the episode, because I'm pretty sure you definitely gonna like what we got to say about that one. That's gonna be a great one.
That's gonna be.
But I had to just throw a little snippet out there since it sounded real familiar.
Hey, that's so good. I got to go back into my quiet storm voice. So listen. Thank you for joining us on today. You've been listening to Grown and Throw It Off, where we sit here, two black brothers telling the truth about how we really feel, what we really see. Is a good man good enough? We don't know, but we're going to find out. All I can say is, like Jailer Burt say, put in the application. We're looking for you. We're searching for you. We want to meet the woman that we see in our songs, okay? So, yeah, we will be back in just a minute. Grown and Throw It Off. All right, man. So here we are at the end of the episode, man. And man, amazing talk, amazing convo, and that is definitely a question that I've had myself over the years. Is being good enough? Man, I can't tell you how many times I've ran into situations where I felt like, no matter how good I was, man, it just wasn't gonna work. And I even had some women tell me, well, we'll get into that another time. But anyway, let me leave this with just people in general. I'm not talking to just men. I'm not just talking to just women when I say this. You heard the main topic, and so what I want to say on today is learn to let go. Learn to let go. Listen, for anybody who's listening to me right now, you have so much out there for you. You have so much waiting for you, but you will never get it if you don't learn to let go. Somebody has a great job waiting for them, great opportunities waiting for them, but you won't see it unless you learn to let go. Somebody has a man looking at you right now, a woman looking at you right now, that will make you the happiest of your life, but you have to learn to let go. What do you mean by let go? You got to learn to let go of all the past failures, all the trauma that you may have experienced. Don't allow your past to hold you hostage in your present and contaminate your future. Learn to let go. You know, the Bible says in Peter, I believe it's 5:7, I believe it says, cast all your cares on him, for he cares for you. You got to learn to let go. You got to learn to give those things to God. Things that you know that happened to you, you can't change it. Don't try to change it. Don't worry about it anymore. Learn to let go. Don't become a prisoner of your past. There's so much more in store for you. There's so much. There's people who love you, who's just waiting on you, or will love you and love you the right way, love you the way you want to be loved. But we got to learn to let go of our past. You will never know what you can be until you let go. All right. So that's from me. That's coming from me. That's coming from B-Mac. I'm sure he agrees with me. And, you know, we hope you enjoyed the show on today. And hopefully we made you laugh. Hopefully we made you think. If you're enjoying the show, let us know. You know, share it. Subscribe to it. But until next time, you all take care.